friends, I'm at our school garden today and I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to be turning the soil in this container, getting out old plants that are still in here from last week, and planting some of our spring crops. I chose spinach seeds for this container. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my shovel, my trowel, I have my garden gloves on to keep my hands protected and cleanish, and I'm going to dig deep in the soil and look for any roots, any remaining plants that are from last year's garden. While I'm looking for those, I'm also turning the soil. I'm aerating the soil, which is getting nice oxygen into the soil, as well as pulling up some of that wonderful rich dirt from underneath, pulling that up to the top. That's what I mean by old plants that are in here from last year. So, knocking out the good soil, making sure I get all of those roots, and throwing it into my weed bucket. There's some more. So in here was a flower mix. There were lots of different flowers in here. They might be still some of those plants, like this one, but a lot of them are also just weeds. And we don't want to start our garden season out with weeds. So I'm weeding it, turning the soil, aerating the soil, and getting it ready for my spring seeds. Okay, once it's nicely turned and really loose, oops, one more. I'm going to make a trough around the outside of my container, moving some of the soil towards the middle and pushing some of it towards the side wall. The trough is where I'm going to be sowing my seeds, placing them in the trough. It'll be about 1 inch to 2 inches deep. It's not really deep. The seeds don't have to go in that deep. Now I'm taking my seeds. Oh, on the back of the seed package it tells you want to plant them about 1/2 inch apart. So that's a lot of seeds in this one container. So I take them in the palm of my hand and I carefully pick up one at a time. And I'm going to plant them more than 1/2 inch apart because I have plenty of space in this container. Once they're all in, you're going to cover them up with the soil you piled up along the outside wall and in the center. Just put the soil back on top of the seeds. You don't need to pack down the soil. Allowing nice loose soil is better for your seeds. And then we're going to water them. Okay, now I'm going to water the seeds I just planted. I'm making sure I get water over all parts of the container. This is a big container, so it's going to take a lot of water. There we go. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is label my container so that we remember what we planted here today. On Saturday, April 11th, we planted spinach seeds. So I'm going to write 4/11, 4 for the 4th month, April, and 11 for the day of the month. It is the 11th. And I will write spinach. And I'll put it right in the container. I hope you're starting your seeds at home, and I look forward to when we're all back in our school garden together. Happy gardening.